I am thankful that I can see through the darkly mirror that they try and put over your eyes. I was watching The Social Dilemma. Did you see that?
No, some things I can just tell from the Netflix trailer. Yes. This is gonna pee me off.
Well, yeah, it would have, Josh. But what I was confused by was that a lot of people that I follow, whatever, online, are just friends. Seemed like they were posting about The Social Dilemma.
Have you seen The Social Dilemma? It's illuminating.
Yeah.
I heard that over and over.
Right. And so I was like, this is a Netflix series about how the internet is bad in some sense. So I was like, I gotta watch this. So I realized it was on there. So I watched, and they made a lot of great points about, like, well, it was really interesting because they had the software engineers on there who worked to create these apps and stuff. So it was really interesting to hear from their point of view, like what they were doing to design it to make you not be able to say no, and all the behind the scenes. And it was very scary. But yeah,
what's the policy prescription?
Exactly. It was all about how humans can't control themselves, so we need the government to step in and make all these laws to make it so that everybody is safe. This was before COVID, too.
We're gonna talk about this later in the show when we get to the cars section. Kind of almost this exact same idea. But yeah, that was why I had no clue that any of this was going to be said, but it was also very clear. Their politics was very clear because they only showed right-leaning stuff where it was like, oh, look, these kinds of people can get hooked into all these things and then go and hurt people. And like, look, I agree with that. Like, I think that that is true. But it's also true the other direction too,
and so when didn't seem to show that,
right? So that was part of why I was frustrated. I know you're gonna act like these are your boogeymen, but they're all It's not just these people; it's them too.
Yeah, it was interesting what they were saying about how the algorithm really is dividing people because it doesn't care about its politics much as it maybe. I mean, I think it does.
Yeah, sure.
But they want you to be on Facebook as long as possible, so they're gonna put you in a rage and get you hooked into all this weird stuff. And same for the other side.
It's like this. It's like this dance of like giving you content that's going to enrage you to stay, but also putting you in an echo chamber of, well, I need to feel better, so I'm hearing things I agree with, while I'm also hearing things I disagree with, but we all agree that that's bad.
Yeah.
Over and over and over.
Right. So it was difficult because it was like, I understand what you're saying and I agree with this, but like it was very clear they were making it very one-sided. So it was a frustrating thing to watch. The first half was interesting, but Josh, they really did the thing like constantly that you absolutely hate, where they just sit down in the interviews and like breathe hard and. Oh, but it was bad. It was like they did it for every single person, and they were interviewing about 5 people, and they did it for every single one. It's like they really took it to the next level.
Okay, if you just like think about it for a second, like where did that start?
I think what it is they're trying to show you that they're being honest.
Yes.
For some reason, sitting down makes you feel like they're being honest.
You know where I don't know if this started here, but this is who uses it. Remember they used to have those commercials, and it's like, we talk to real people, and so they would always like have the camera set up of like they're going to interview somebody, but they would also have a camera off to the side, and it was like you were seeing the camera off to the side,
and you could see all the lights and
stuff.
And
it's like, wait, so why did you set up this camera? Why can't it just be this camera that you're actually showing me? Why do you have to? You're not even using
now
this
the
camera.
Cameras and stuff are the props too. It's
right.
Strange.
That is so true.
The lights are props.
It's like It's like we don't trust what you're saying is true, so we have to see that. Okay, at some point you sat down, you breathed heavy.
We're showing you what we're doing, so that's being honest.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that all stemmed from YouTube because I mean I've done it before in YouTube videos where if you're talking about something more heavy, you want to show, hey, I'm sitting down, I'm a normal person.
You're just a guy.
Yeah.
You're not like a Netflix production company.
It's professionally
making a professional
done.
content.
I don't know. I wonder if it did come from YouTube and then it's kind of bled over into Netflix.
It just
I don't know.
drives me crazy. It's such a terrible trope.